Let me take you through now some workouts that you can do using bands only, using the band belt system and more bands. Alright, so let me go ahead and get set up here. I'll take you through again, but I'm going to get set up into my band belt system first. I'm going to pop it through, line it in there, snug it up nice and tight so it really fits comfortably around my hips. I'm going to slide the band through. You know, I think one of the things that people are going to struggle with for a while is they're going to struggle with the idea of hooking it onto their feet. Let me show you again how you're going to do that. Notice I hang on to it with both hands, but I actually hang on to the one band with the whole band with one hand. Then I hook it onto this foot. I didn't let go here, because as soon as I let go here, it's going to slide through and it's going to get off center. Now all I got to do is keep tension on that, slide it through, and I'm ready to go. Now I'm going to go ahead and leave it connected like this because I'm going to show you a series of exercises. But the nice thing about the band belt setup is I think you can leave it on. I think you can go ahead and go through a 4-minute workout pretty comfortably with just letting it set up. So now let's go ahead and let's show you some exercises you can do using the band belt setup. First of all, we can go through our regular series of attachment-free exercises. So any attachment-free exercise, especially bilateral exercises, works out great for this. So we can go ahead, get our feet spread out, and we can go power high pulls. Now, what this is going to add, you got it, hip extension. So it's going to teach me how to load through my hips and explode up. And I'm going to get that little bit of 20 to 30 degrees of extension through my hips, which is what's going to do. You betcha, load the big house. It's going to get my butt really rolling. Same thing with overhead presses. So put those two back together. Squat, bang. Driving through your hips. Immediately, you got to set those hips and really get them activated and get them going. So high pulls and push presses. Now I also think you're going to be able to go ahead and add in squat pulls, horizontal squat pulls, and horizontal chest presses. Let me show you what I mean. We're going to grab our setup over here, drop down, and what you're going to see is as I go into squat pulls, notice I have to drive through my hips and extend. So immediately my hips are going to have to engage more aggressively with the band belt system. Now I can also go ahead, come on over here, hook on a couple of black bands, and I think presses are going to be the same thing. So horizontal pushes. So you're dropping here, bang. And you really got to drive through your hips to get that whole motion going. So there's no question in my mind that you can go ahead and do squat pulls and horizontal pushes easily. Now let's go into lower body. Well, we already can do speed squats. We've talked about that. But let's add to that. Let's go ahead, slide a black band underneath, and let's go right into straight leg deadlifts. Now look at, as I go here, it pulls me into that little lordotic curve I want, that nice straight back, and then as I drive out, I gotta lock my hips. So I'm back down. And it automatically, I think, teaches me how to get into that nice straight back position when it comes to straight leg deadlifts. Same thing with squats. Load them up here, take it up, front squat. Loading it up in both the vertical plane with the rack position, but then you got the belt squat to load it up a little bit more. So there you got your squats. Now, let's go ahead and look at deadlifts. Dropping down, hooking it down. Get nice and low. I like to link it through. Deadlifts. Dropping down, pull it in. Sumo version, or just grip it with your hands. Drop straight down. Drive it up. Drive it up. You could even just make it a straight RDL. Just getting an RDL going and locking it out. So all of those are great drills that you can go ahead and add into it. Now lastly, I think the other cool thing about this is you can go unilateral. And when we go unilateral, what's going to happen is we're going to go immediately and be able to create a rotational vector with a vertical vector. So now we're doing rotational pulls left and right. Or we can go right into rotational pushes and learn how to drive through our hips with the band above our arm. We'll put it below and go after it. But now you're getting rotation with the vertical vector. Guys, the belt band setup. Start knocking out some band combination workouts. And the thing is, look at how easy it is to pop in and out of it. So then you're just ready to go. But I'm telling you, when you come out of the band belt system, your hips are going to feel super light. Why? Because you just activated them for a great deal of time. It's like doing swings forever. And your hips are going to love it, and I think your low back's going to love it too.